So joining us now, the host of Fox Business Kudlow, he's Larry Kudlow. So the other news coming in, Larry, is that we've got a lot of, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, by the way. We've got a lot of supply chains in China. You know, Grady has been reporting on how China could, really disrupt our supply chains. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, look, right now, I think that Xi Jinping, who has a very bad economy, is kind of whipping up this nationalist fervor to protest something that shouldn't be protested, which is to say Nancy Pelosi going there, Speaker Pelosi going there. I mean, she's not the first elected official. She's not the first cabinet official. She's not the first diplomatic official. And I'm quite skeptical. I mean, I know they're shooting off these missiles and so forth, but I think this is, I think the saber rattling is gone too far. Maybe I should take it more seriously. Okay. I don't think China is anywhere near ready or committed to any kind of invasion to Taiwan. Right. I mean, they're spewing missiles out over Japan and Australia now. I mean, I think it's nutty.
You know, there's also this. Is Democrat Senator Kyrsten Sinema, is she going to kill the bill and say no to the Democrats' $700 billion tax and spend bill? She doesn't like the tax hikes. Larry, it's really a climate change and pharmaceuticals bill. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, it's a tax hike and climate change and drug price controls. And don't forget the social spending, Liz McDonald. There's $300 billion of Obamacare subsidies over 10 years. What is Senator Sinema going to do? I don't know. That's like the single biggest question in Washington. Maybe the single biggest question on the planet. What is she going to do? I've had all these senators on. I've asked them the same question. I had Lindsey Graham on. No one knows what she's going to do. I don't know what she's going to do. You tell me.
You know, because the other thing, too, is now the CBO is joining Moody's Analytics and Wharton Business School, saying it doesn't cut inflation in any meaningful way. But Democrats think they can win the midterms by not talking about how they want to pay for this. The Joint Tax Committee says tax hikes on practically everyone, including the middle class. So they're taking $470 billion out of the productive U.S. economy and putting it in the government, and then sicking 87,000 new IRS agents to go after the middle class, those earning below $200,000. Are they going to go after the bill's climate change boondoggles? There's $370 billion there.
Yeah, well, you know, Liz, this is a very strange. I mean, here's the Inflation Reduction Act, right? And the CBO says there is no inflation reduction. So what do you make of that? I mean, you mentioned Moody's. That's my friend Mark Zandi, who's the Democrats' favorite economist. I don't know if you saw his latest estimate. He said in 9 years, I think there'll be 1 or 2/10% lower inflation, which means no inflation reduction whatsoever. I mean, Liz, Save America, kill the bill. The tax hikes will deepen recession. The social spending is going to increase inflation. The war against fossil fuels is going to make the inflation worse and damage our energy and national security. This is a terrible bill. By the way, this bill will give the EPA even more authority to go after greenhouse gases, stuff that the authority they don't actually have right now.
But you know what I don't
get? Compromise the Supreme Court decision.
You know, listen, Biden was handed a V-shaped recovery and an energy independent from the U.S., an energy independent U.S. from Trump. And they just destroyed it in 18 months. I mean, half the tax hike they're talking about is going to hit manufacturers. You've talked about it. U.S. Energy, car, steel. To pay for these $369 billion on climate change, expanded Obamacare. We get the idea of letting Medicare negotiate drug prices lower. But $80 billion for the IRS for 87,000 agents? That's 6 times the current IRS budget. To what, go after small businesses? The pass-through subchapter S guys? I mean, they're their main driver of net job growth. What is with this, the arrogance of the Democrats? They think they know it all and they don't. Biden's been around since Nixon, Nancy and Pelosi and Schumer since the Reagan and George H.W. Bush era. And they keep doing the same thing, and it's hurting everybody else.
Well, yeah, I mean, the cost is going to be very high. By the way, the Congressional Budget Office, I think it was either CBO or Joint Tax, just sent a letter to Jason Smith, the ranking Republican on the House Budget Committee, that the drug price controls will, are you ready for this? Increase drug prices. Increase drug prices, as many of us predicted. So everything in this bill is phony. Everything in this bill is the reverse of what President Trump put. Everything in this bill is against prosperity and price stability.
It just feels
American
harassing.
Voters are against it.
Larry,
American voters.
Larry, you and I, we've been covering business, I mean, since the 80s. I've covered the IRS for decades. When you have, 87,000 new IRS agents just harassing people to pay for their spending, again, are they going to sick the IRS agents on the climate change boondoggles? That's where the money is.
No, they're going to sick the IRS agents on you and me and Uber drivers and small business owners. They're going to sick the IRS agents on conservatives and religious committees and right-to-life committees. This is like the lowest learner story redux, if you recall, back in 2013. I mean, this is all bad, but at the end of the day, you have to look to November. The cavalry is coming. The cavalry is coming.
You think they're going to kill the bill? Is it going to just go away, or what's going to happen?
I think the bill's going to pass. I hate to say it, but I think the bill's going to pass.
And then the GOP will win.
It this weekend.
And then Republicans will win and undo it all. So, I guess we'll have more to talk about, Larry Kudlow. It's always great to have you on. Thank you so much for spending time with us. It's good to see you.